your spouse's influences, the voices of tradition and familiarity, and the voices of fear and influence that have been following them or you for years, is going to be shocked at what happens next. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber to this channel, click on the subscribe button. Everything you need to know is down in the description box. How to sign up for a one-on-one coaching call with myself. How to join us in the PD Society Circles. Today in the PD Society Circle, we're going to be talking about shame. And being that it's Resurrection Sunday, this is a perfect time to talk about that, as what Jesus Christ died on that cross, hung on that cross naked. Shame followed him. How do you get that shame out of your life, right? That Satan so wanted to put on him and so many others in the Bible. We're going to get rid of that shame because it may be hindering you. Also, we have our EXP masterclasses is running throughout the year, and in this class, we're going to be talking about makeup, right? I believe this next class, we'll be talking about makeup, everyday makeup, how to apply it to look like where you're going in life, right? And also, last but not least, this upcoming Saturday, the 26th, we're going to be having our spa day, little mini spa treatments, how to relax, how to unwind at home. And we're going to be talking about different things like that bring upon stress and dealing with stress, right? So join us there. I would love to see you there as well. All of the things that go on here at Prophetic Diary are either going to be down in the description box or on our community page. Like today, Shanice is hosting a free workout session, and you could join that by checking out the community page and grabbing that link. And all the other things for Prophetic Diary, keep when it says check out the schedule that we have come up with so that you guys can keep up with us. The Lord gave me a word for you today, more so really for your spouse, right? We're just coming off this full restoration fast, and a lot of your spouses are being restored. Their minds are being restored. We had a prayer call yesterday for the fast, and it was so amazing, and it was in restoration, and we talked about the spouses and them being restored to their right minds, but just really being restored to home. And God was sharing with me this today, and he talked about Abraham. And back then, it wasn't an easy thing for Abraham to leave his home. And I know we read that a lot, but it really wasn't easy, right? Leaving your home back then means you had to leave your traditions. And it was a really radical time back then, right? Where everything that they felt like they said was set in stone. But Abraham had to leave that and step into the promises of God and the future that God had for him. Even though he didn't know where he was going, he still had to step into that. Leaving behind the familiar voices, leaving behind the influences of the past and stepping into something that was just unknown. It was really hard for him, but he was willing to do it. And these people and these influences are going to be surprised at the plans that your spouse have for you, at the plans that they once could have controlled and manipulated and made them feel like, why are you doing that for her? Or, why are you doing that for him? They don't deserve that. But he's not going to listen to those influences. He's just going to step into the plans, right? Protecting you, protecting the household, and just protecting the promises of God, that the things that they know that God has said is meant for you and them, right? They're going to step into it because of the restoration, because of the prayers, because of the interceding, because of just God just simply loves them and them just being tired of their old life. They're going to step into it. And those influences and those voices that once had so much impact, and even some of us, right, our parents and our loved ones that say they love us so much, but some of them are full of jealousy and envy, and some of their friends are full of jealousy and envy, and kind of keeping them from stepping into a relationship with you, stepping into marriage. And the traditions, like Abraham, the traditions, and just being so used to the customs that they're so used to, but that old life, hanging out, listening to their boys, and whatever strongholds they have, we've broken that off here at Prophetic Diary. But they're going to be released from that. They're going to make the plans. They're going to step out, and you guys are going to step into the plans, and they're going to be happy to do that with you. So I hope that this word brought you some type of comfort, some type of encouragement, and some type of knowing that, wow, I'm really in the plans of the Lord, and my marriage and my kingdom marriage is really something that I can obtain, and it's going to be great as God work through them, right? He's working through you, he's working through them, and he's working through us here at Prophetic Diary. So I love you all. If you felt led to sow into this word or this ministry, the ways to do that is below, and I'll catch you in the PD Society Circle in a little bit.